strength, to minimize falls and all the things that can occur if you're not really focusing on what you need. This is here brand new and event price. This is aired twice only on QVC, sold out both times. First time ever to make it available at HSN, and it's $30 less here than it is on any other site I searched before the show. And so it's the best price, free shipping, which is awesome. And then 5 flex, so it's actually $79.80 to get it home. If you have an HSN card though, it gets even better. You can do 12 months of financing, making your purchase $33.33 a month. That's about $1 a day to really, and here's the best part of all, is that this is full body. In spite of the fact this has got a smaller footprint, I was surprised at how small it is because you can really incorporate every single body part. In fact, you can perform over 100 exercises on this one compact machine. It's got the soft grip handles, it's got a smooth gliding motion, and it uses your natural body positions to really strengthen and stretch, of course, and fortify the body movements that we make on a natural day-to-day basis. But I'd love to take a listen to Nicole. I'm gonna introduce you to our guest today, Tim, who has been with this product and the Teeters since the inception of this piece. But Nicole is here to share with you what she loves most about this machine.
What I love about the FitForm is that the cables are really easy to use. I get the resistance that I need to have full mobility for my arms, my legs. I can adjust the strength of the resistance with this little knob, and I can just do it at whatever level I'm at. I can just gradually go up, and I don't have to buy extra weights, and I don't have to store them somewhere. It's all compact in this little machine. I have an app here that will always be with me, so I feel like my own personal instructor, and I will do the exercise correctly. Plus, I'm motivated, because I sometimes don't know what to do. And it shows me, and it's like, oh, do this today. Today we're gonna do this. And I'm like, oh, how cool is this? So it's fun, easy, flexible, and overall, it's just an awesome piece of equipment.
I love that. It's so true. I don't typically like people to tell me what to do, except for when it comes to what to do to get to a goal, whether that's weight loss, whether it's more strength and stamina, and it's kind of all comes together to a happy little family moment. As a matter of fact, speaking of family, Tim Wilkins, who is our guest today, has been part of the Teeter family for many, many years. In fact, you, Tim, were part of putting together this whole program, specifically when it comes to the one-on-one, rather, personal training. Welcome to the show, and tell us more.
Did somebody say 5 flex? is that how many flexes?
Flex it, I get it.
Callie, it's so nice to see you. It's been forever.
You too.
This has been such an exciting product for me to be a part of. Since its inception, going up to Washington with the Teeter family, creating workouts for the app, which, by the way, this app, unlike other fitness machine apps, is not a 30-day free trial, not a 1 year. It's always free. And those apps on other machines can cost $100 a year. We're constantly adding new content. And we have a wide range, a library of hundreds of exercises, week-long workouts like the Find Your Fit series that I have a 5 and a 7 day workout, a few workouts on actually. I'm so excited that people can log onto this app and they get a piece, they say, I don't know how to use it, what do I do? We will walk you through it and we will be there with you. All of our trainers are so excited to share with you high intensity, low intensity, beginner, intermediate, yoga workout, stretching. This is a very versatile piece where you can literally work every body part. Shoulders, there's so many facets to the shoulders. This is the lift up your luggage and put it in the overhead when I'm going on my vacation exercise. The side raises, we call them. The back of your shoulders that we all forget about. Shoulder presses. There's so many things you can do with every body part. This is a very, very versatile machine. And we like to call it intuitive because when you learn it on this machine from our trainers, you can feel confident to walk into any gym and use the cable machines or the dumbbells, all the things that this machine replaces. This will teach you how to do all of those things so you can go anywhere and do anything.
Well, and doing anything is really all about, like you said, strength. And Tim, I hope you don't mind, I'm going to share some personal information about you, but obviously you're in great shape. You're a bodybuilder. You've always been a fitness guy, and you're in your mid-50s. You look incredible. I think it's really inspiring to see somebody like you who is, you've made a commitment to your health for the long term, and having something like this there to do whatever, if it's upper body strength, or if it's just biceps, or it's just triceps, or it's, you know, the leg extensions to really fine tune, you know, the backside and the inner and outer thighs. All of those things matter. And I know you probably used to spend hours at a gym every single day in order to get to where you are today, but do you feel like this is something that can take you from your point where you're at now to even another better place?
I'm still competing, and I've got one more series of competitions this year, and then I could still go forever. My wife is done with me competing. But when they are going to close down the gyms during COVID, I said to my wife, there will be nowhere for me to work out to get ready for these competitions or to keep my mind straight. This is about clarity. I start my days with a workout with energy and excitement and an enthusiasm to take on the world. And she said, you've got the Teeter piece, and that's when I unlocked the magic in this thing. I was literally creating workouts for the FitForm users in my backyard during the lockdowns, and this got me through, and it gets me through. I say, oh, I'm gonna stay home today. I don't need the gym. I don't need the weights. I don't need the machines. I can do everything I need. One of the reasons I can do that, Callie, is because there's not a series of bands to adjust. There's not the adjustable weights. There's a dial that turns, and I believe this, in 1 pound increments. So I can reach down and dial this up, add a little more resistance anytime I want. The beauty of 1 pound increments is not everybody is gonna go, oh, I'm ready for 5s, and now I'm ready for 10s, and now I'm ready for 15s. Maybe you're ready for 5 pounders, but next you're ready for 6 or 7. So you can go up in those 1 pound increments. You can do those kickbacks that keep our the back of our arms toned and tightened to keep those bat wings at bay for years to come. And as we age, we all have different reasons for keeping healthy and keeping fit and toned. I have 2 beautiful daughters. Mine is for scaring boys. So I need to stay as big and shapely and in shape as I can for many years to come.
That's funny. You know, you mentioned something at the beginning, and I think it's really important that everyone hears the free app. This is like having a free personal one-on-one trainer every single day forever, right, Tim? I mean, essentially, it's somebody that's there telling you which moves to make to get to whatever your goal might be. Trainer-led classes at home that are free.
This is like our Find the Fit series is a unique curated series of videos that will take you through either between a 10 and a 30-minute workout at your level, at your pace. Of course, your resistance level is always your pace, but it can be body part specific on each day. Like I have a day that is just rows and back and different positions of the back, the rear delts, the biceps. The next day, it may be chest. It may be a day where I turn around and actually do my chest flies and chest presses. And then I'll do my tricep kickbacks. And there's a whole range of things each day that varies to walk you through it with your personal. Think of what a personal trainer would cost. You say, I don't know what to do in the gym. A personal trainer is $40 to $100 an hour. And you're getting trainers like us every day. You just log on, hit play, and watch the results come.
And you're saying there's zero to spend, zero to pay. That's all free, always.
You go on the App Store and it's there for you for free, forever. And like I said, every week we're adding new content, new trainers, new trainer workouts from the other trainers.
Awesome.
It's a really beautiful app. You'll be very impressed.
That's really impressive because it's not like the same workouts every single day because your body gets used to the same workouts. It doesn't change unless you change things up. I wanted to show you a couple of things. And by the way, it comes pretty much 90% fully assembled. It's surprisingly compact for the multiple ways that you're gonna be able to use this. These are for your legs, so you can attach these to the straps and you can get that lower body workout, the inner and outer, you know, the abductor, adductor workouts, the tightening of the buns, all of the things that we love. But in addition to that, the upper bands, this is the soft grip handles that you can incorporate for your upper body, your obliques, if you're going side to side, gliding motions. This, by the way, is the adjustability on the resistance in 1 pound increments. And down below, you can see this has got, it starts at 1, and it goes all the way up to, as you can see, in 1 pound increments, or half pound increments actually, up to 65 pounds. I mean, gosh, this is gonna take you, I can't even imagine getting up to the max here.
Now, if you get that strong, good on you. And one of the ways you'll use that actually, when I'm doing my at-home leg workouts, and I'll put on the ankle straps in a few minutes and show you all the different ways, like you said, you can tone and tighten the back of the legs, the front of the thighs, the quadriceps, keep your nice toned bottom like everybody wants. But I like to put these up and do squats. and you'll need more resistance for squats. Or one of the beauties of our stability bar here is maybe you're gonna build up to those, but you're gonna use these and just go into a squat position. I actually use these for my kickbacks when I've got the cables on. And then I love these, I call these the rocket kicks. I'll lean back here and kick out with the cables on. I'll show you all that in a minute.
Okay.
It's just so important to know, I just had a speaking engagement at a corporation the other night, and I try to impress upon people, it's never too late, it's never too early. But what we're trying to do is not just add years to our life, we're trying to add life to our years. We want to be able to go places and do things, take cruises and go on the tours, not just sit on the boat and watch everybody else go out and have fun. Staying fit is the way to do that. It's the way to say, I have the arms and the leg strength to go anywhere and do anything for as long as humanly possible. And that's what I love to share with people. Get out there and do things. Be ready when those opportunities come up.
It's such good advice. It's so true. And you know, we've learned that consistent resistant training has been shown to increase our muscle mass, obviously, and it's also been shown to increase our resting metabolic rate. So the more you do, the better your overall health is. Your bigger organs benefit from it. Your tighter muscles are an obvious benefit. But if you just tuned in, this, believe it or not, is a complete at-home full gym. But no weights to drop, no bands to snap. It is so comfortable. With the resistance going in both directions, you're getting multiple benefits, and this is how it can fold down for storage if you would like to. By the way, in terms of its weight, it is 38 pounds. It's being shipped to you for free, so that's a nice savings. It holds 300 pounds though, so it's for everybody. I mean, the whole family can use this in different ways and for different reasons. But I'd love to hear more testimonials and show you again. It's interesting because muscle weighs more than fat, obviously. So it's how much more space, I guess, fat takes up on our body versus muscle, which is why your body starts getting tighter and leaner as you're losing weight, but only if you're doing something to get that muscle to continue to stay strong. You said it very well. It's like adding years to our life instead of just life to our year. No, you said it the opposite. And I like the way that came across because it's so true. We each have our own responsibility when it comes to doing what we need to do to keep our bodies healthy and to stay young and vibrant, flexible and strong. All of that can be achieved when you've got a one-on-one trainer for free forever with the purchase of this machine. Brand new world launch here at HSN. Take a listen to this because people of every age group are represented here today. So here's another.
I love the versatility of the FitForm. It works my arms, it can work my core, it works my legs.
It allows you such an extreme range of exercises in a really safe package, coached online anytime you want, and it takes up almost no space.
I like that I can flow from one movement to the next movement. I don't have to set the cables down, rework this or rework that. If I need to dial up the intensity, I have that just right there.
I've used other home exercise equipments, and most of them are big and bulky. Half the workout is fighting the cables. The FitForm does the same amount of exercises, a smoother transition, and it can fold up and fit into a closet.
I don't need weight plates, I don't need dumbbells. I can achieve a great amount of fitness with just this simple piece of equipment.
Gosh, I respect people like that who've really taken their own, health under control. You can do so much. I mean, if you're really advanced, if you're a Tim Wilkins of the world, this is gonna be perfect. If you're somebody who's just starting out, I think this is a great starting point because it really, thank you, Donna, for showing us, the leg work that you can do here from the inner thighs to the outer. That in and of itself, for women especially, such a hard area to tone and target unless you're on the ground and you're doing all these other kinds of weird little kickbacks that I remember from the good old days. But you're in an either upright position. I was thinking I could even probably put a chair right here and get some upper body work. Don't you think, Tim, I think about my mom who was in a wheelchair at the end of her life. Could she have sat there and done some upper body work sitting in a wheelchair or in a regular chair?
Workouts on an exercise ball, absolutely. Whatever you find your stability is, you can just roll it right up, put a chair there. Actually, the platform can pull out and you can put a chair there to do all the different movements you could normally do, especially the presses and all the things that keep your joints healthy. As well, we talk about adding life to your years and years to your life. There's numerous studies that have been done that people that do strength training regularly, and this is 2 to 3 days a week for 20 to 30 minutes, tend to have a lower risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes and depression and a host of other things. So it's so important to keep moving and keep active and incorporate strength training. That walk around the block after dinner is one thing, but you've got to have strength training to keep those joints and muscles and tendons and ligaments, all those things activated and strong. Now, you were talking about leg stuff, so I hooked up the leg cable, but I want to show you, there are no crazy adjustments to make on this. You're dialing up a very easy dial for the increase or decrease in weight, and to switch from the upper body to the lower body, I'm gonna actually hang this on my media rack. I put the comfortable straps on, and I'm working my bottom and the back of my legs, and it's that easy. Now, if I want to switch to just my hamstrings and tighten up this area, feel that good? All right, that's good. Nice squeeze, curl that toe underneath. And actually, in my workouts, I know I'm one of the many trainers that talks you through the form of curling your toe underneath and keeping your knee joint in one position and really feeling that in the places you want to feel it, that you couldn't do these movements at home trying to use a dumbbell. Maybe you use the strap-on ankle weights, but those are kind of cumbersome and kind of awkward. This is a rare piece that does everything. The hundreds of exercises are on our exercise library, and all the other workouts are located throughout, including a wonderful trainer that does kickboxing workouts. I had one on there for a while, and I think she was so good they took me off.
I wouldn't doubt it. No, I love this video actually, because you can see how you can do the stretch and strengthen all at the same time. I love that. There's also something, Tim, called the patented radial resistance system. We know the teeters, we know the inversion tables, we know the quality of the products that they bring, I mean, to the world, but especially when we get to do it at HSN at a better price. They really care. I mean, Roger, his family, carrying on his legacy to really overall strength and fitness and wellness and health so we can enjoy our life. But I kind of went around the topic there, starting with the whole patented part of the system, the radial resistance, because it does not require electricity, you'll note. It doesn't have any bands. Well, it's got the bands here. And by the way, we just changed my machine into a seated machine, just to give you an idea of how effective this could be if you know somebody that is in the situation that my mom was at the end of her time. She left us too early. However, she would be very proud to know that these are the types of things I think about now for people who are challenged in ways, you know, beyond the obvious, just to still get that upper body strength, to open up the rib cage. I mean, so many different muscle groups can be incorporated just in a seated position. I could turn my chair this way. I'm making this up as I go, Tim, but you know, you can do the swivel and get to the obliques. That's another very difficult area for us as gals especially. I'm sure guys, oh yeah, you guys get the love handles too. But what do you think of all of that?
I think you're exactly right. And actually there was a couple of chair workouts I did where I put the ankle straps on and pulled it from under, where I could extend my legs and keep the top of my legs, my quadriceps nice and strong. And actually there was another way that I put the way on there and did calf workout. So it was super important to just, no matter, I've got an iffy back. At 53, yeah, sure, there's days that my wife teases me. She says, there's days you're for show and there's days you're for go. And there's the days when I'm just not functioning. I can sit down on the exercise ball and do everything I need to and take my back out of the process completely and using the core to stabilize. Now, you talk about the patented radial cable system. It's shrouded in Kevlar. Now, you talk about the Teeter family doing things right. We've been in fitness for 41 years, 23 years on HSN. They use the strongest materials possible. These are steel brake drums inside. The cables are 9 feet long, so you can get full range of motion, which is really good for your joints. It makes things a lot easier on your joints. And the other thing is, those 9-foot cables and the joint and the motions that you're getting are constant resistance. With weights, we tend to lift up and let them fall down. Cables, you're getting the pull up, and then it's pulling back down, so you have to fight it. Cables give you a full motion on what they call the eccentric and concentric. So you're getting a very, very complete workout with cables.
Gosh, I love all the leg movements because all of it is just giving you, you know, tighter toner legs and buns, and at a time we need it the most. Honestly, when you think about this is spring and summer's in the air, and it's just going to be so great to get out there. And I just had last week, first swimsuit show we've had in years, and it was so much fun. Looking forward to and thinking about what you need to do to get ready and be prepped. It's exciting. It's like once you set a goal and then you feel yourself taking steps towards that goal, and then maybe getting in that swimsuit is going to be fun this this year, instead of like, ugh. The other thing, Tim, you know, you were saying, I thought it was really key what you said, is that because you are in competition, you're a bodybuilder, you have been for years. You were getting ready for competition right when the pandemic hit and all the gyms closed down. I mean, at-home fitness has become very, very popular for obvious reasons, but for you in particular, needing to maintain a certain muscle mass, thankfully, you were already incorporated with the Teeter family and this FitForm machine.
Well, and one of the things about that, you talked about metabolism earlier. It's really hard as we age. Our metabolism, our muscle mass starts to decline in our 30s, and at 50, it really picks up the pace. So being in my 50s, I know it's harder and harder to lose the weight. You have to eat less to stay lean. But when you keep more weight on, more muscle on, it keeps that metabolism higher and burning, so you can enjoy the good things that life has to offer. When that competition came around, workout is not a punishment to me. It is such a joy and such a thing. Just sharing that with people is such a joy. When they were going to close the gyms, that was like closing one of the theme parks to me. These are my rides. This is what I do every day. I said, honey, we got to do something. And she was so smart to just walk me out to the area where my Teeter stuff is and say, you have everything you need. Yeah. Wow. So I clicked my heels and it was there all along. It was so nice to be able to have something that worked every body part. And I got really creative.
Oh, I bet. Well, tell us a little bit more. How did you get creative?
Well, like that workout ball. I found there were some positions that I couldn't get in standing, and then I was laying on the ball with my back to the machine, and it turned into a bench press. So I was able to do 3 different kinds of bench press: incline, flat flies, and regular bench press on a workout ball. So it was, this is only limited by your imagination and the hundreds of exercises in our exercise library. Every movement you make can be something that's beneficial to your life.
I love it. That's a great idea. I'm sitting here, I decided to give it a try with a chair, but if you wanted to put a BOSU ball or a workout ball right here to just really gain more core strength with every move that you're making, it all requires balance and focus. But that doesn't mean it's hard. It just means it's really helping you engage where you need it the most. We all need a strong core. This is gonna give you that through each of the exercises. In fact, don't forget, this is gonna be a machine that helps take all the guesswork out of how to get to your goal, because you've got one-on-one trainers every single day. There's no charge, not this month, not next month, not 6 months down the road, not a year down the road. You've got access, and so does everybody in your home, to the Teeter app. And this is the Move app. I'm gonna have Tim kind of take the lead on this topic again before we hear more testimonials, because I think it's really important. It's not something you're gonna go, I don't know what to do with this. You've got somebody right there with you, and there's so many different workouts. Your body will never get used to it, but you're also being nudged along the way to get the right movements in, to get to the right goal. And all of these movements, Tim, are real life movements. You know, I remember, in fact, I'm gonna just elaborate a minute if you don't mind. Years ago, I used to work out with a trainer, Iric, and he was life-changing for me. He really got me in the best shape of my life. But he taught me how to do exercises that require the normal movements that we take every day. Like, we weren't in the gym doing, you know, little like these types of weights. We were in the back in the parking lot, and he had me working with balls and doing movements, you know, to help with strength and from both sides, doing things that I'd never done before. And that's what this reminds me of. Like Donna's showing you, I mean, just strength from top to bottom, but these are not just about vanity. This isn't about just having great looking, you know, muscles. It's about having strength and stamina and flexibility so that we can live a more fulfilling life. I know that was a lot of information, but what I was really getting to is just having that access to a one-on-one trainer every single day forever, and it's free.
Our trainers are so inspirational, so motivational. They're all people that love sharing fitness with you. So when you log on, even the yoga people, and I say even the yoga people, but the yoga people have an energy that just draws you in and makes you like them and say, I want to come back and do more yoga. I'm not very flexible. So when I log on and do the yoga stuff, I said, all right, I got to be prepared to just do my best. I have to come in and know that this is my day to be calm and stretch and get the flexibility back in. The high intensity, low intensity, I have the intermediate series. My friend Matt has the advanced series. We have so many great trainers at your level, at any level, to walk you through this process. And like you said, they're intuitive exercises. They're things that you would normally be doing, or things that when you walk into the gym, you don't look around and go, oh, all this stuff intimidates me. I don't know what I would do. You walk in there with confidence and say, I know what all this does, and I know how to use it with good form, the right amount of sets and reps and all those things that would normally seem scientific. This is how we've done it. It's scientifically proven to give you the results that you want with all of our workouts, especially the Find Your Fit series. We're very proud of having added that recently. And that Find Your Fit series is those 5 to 7 day full body, multi-joint, muscle group exercises that you're going to love and you're going to see results.
That's what I love too. I also love that it's like $1 a day for those of you with an HSN card to get this piece home. This is the lowest price you're gonna find. Trust me, I went to Amazon, I went to the Teeter site. This is here, only under $400, the only place. And we do this on 12 monthly payments if you have an HSN card. It's $33, 33 cents a month. Pay it off in full by a year from now. Guess what? You haven't paid one dime in interest. If you don't have that card, we welcome you to get it, because we'll give you money as a thank you just to be a part of that family. $10 is back at your first purchase. But most importantly, you could immediately then enjoy the VIP financing. Now, if you don't have it and don't want it, that's fine. We do any other major credit card of your choice on 5 monthly payments. So it's 5 individual payments. Your first payment is $79.80. Your first payment will include tax and shipping, but oh yeah, there's free shipping. Free shipping. So enjoy that, and then know you've got a full month to be able to give it a try, see what you think. And you know, having a partner to do it with, kind of holding each other accountable, is very motivating too. So whether that's a husband, a wife, a partner, a son, a daughter, it doesn't matter. Everybody in the house can use it, and everybody gets access to those incredible workouts. That weekly workout. Oh my gosh, think about taking that $33 a month and taking, you know, canceling that membership. And using this and having it forever. Something to consider. But more testimonials we want to share with you. Others who have used it are enjoying the benefits, and everybody's different, so they love it for different reasons. Here they are.
The FitForm is great for me because I can do so many different exercises.
I can do this anytime I want to.
I love the micro adjustment feature to the FitForm. I don't have to pause to change weight plates. I can just turn this knob.
There's no clunky adjustments. There's no risk of dropping it.
It is simple, it's approachable, it's doable.
So many machines that I would specifically have to go to the gym for, I now have in my own home with one machine.
So true. All the things that you'd go to a gym for all the different pieces of equipment, believe it or not, it's all in this compact design. It's a brilliant concept. If you're just tuning in, we're halfway through the show. I'm seated because I thought, you know, it comes with a platform that you're seeing on Donna and Tim using. But what if you took that platform away and you sat in a chair? Because this is reality for some of us, and maybe you're not ready for the lower body. You just want to focus on the upper. You could do it this way, whether it's a dining chair, office chair, wheelchair, just saying, and you could even incorporate your lower body. This is that resistance programming, and this is what you were talking about with Tim in terms, and that's a great movement, Donna. Like, that's a great movement to give you so much core strength. Looks like a golf swing, but I tell you, with that resistance both directions, you are stretching and strengthening at the same time. So while I'm sitting, I just wanted to show everybody Tim, our guest, is joining us. These are the ankle straps that you can attach right here to the regular straps for upper body. So I'm gonna show you how you can do that, and then we're gonna do a little bit of lower workout too. What are you working on now, Tim?
I had to switch back to the super soft upper body handles from the lower body handles, because your producer was kind enough to tell me that you were running the tape with the testimonials. I kept working out during the entire time, and my butt was on fire. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I'm good and pumped on my downstairs right now. So I'm gonna switch back, and I'm gonna switch back to upper body for a little bit. It is so easy to use. So, like you said, it comes 90% assembled, and then we do have what we call our built app. So all you're gonna do is log on to the built app, and it will walk you through the various steps of how to put it together. And it's only about 4 or 5 pieces. It takes about 10 minutes. It goes very quickly, and you will be ready to use this. It is so easy to use, so safe, because you know weights to drop, no adjustments, no bands to snap. It just, you're off and running.
I love it. I'm gonna get my legs attached here to show you. Donna's got the upper half going. I'm gonna take my chair away. And again, if you're just tuning in, this is something you've got complete control of your resistance right here. You can start with 1 and you can grow by half-pound increments. And so whether it's just, you know, the back kicks or that type of movement to be able to strengthen the obvious, or as you were saying, some of these to give you more core strength, or maybe just one of these. What would I do, Tim, if I wanted to strengthen I'm gonna just start with the calves?
The calves, you can start without any resistance at all. I like to use the stability bar and just lift up and get a full extension up on the top of the toes. And that will do it. Now, you can actually point your toes out in different directions. So I can go almost in kind of a, what would they call that? Almost a mini plie, and that works the outer head of the calves. Take them inside and kind of, well, I forget what they call that, but you're gonna use the inside of your calves on that one, and then back to the middle. You do enough of those, your calves are gonna get a workout. Now, if you get to the point where you need a little resistance, you can always grab these and come up without the stability bar. And that will really hit those calves. But calves are normally worked by your own body weight. So just adjusting to the different angles of the toes will hit all the different parts of the calf. Actually, there's one more thing I did over the summer. You can put these on and from a chair, curl your toes back at you, and that will work the front of the calf, which so many of us neglect. Oh. And that's a very crucial part in stability and balance.
You know, it's interesting you say that because I was just, we went skiing last month, and my calves were the sorest part of my body. It was like, and it was that little muscle right in the front. I hadn't skied in a couple of years, and boy, did I feel that. So I realized I've got to do something to strengthen that area. So interesting point that you just made, but the whole body benefits from this. FitForm is designed, built by the incredible Teeter family, and this is our very first time to make it available at anywhere, well, certainly here at HSN, but anywhere else you might ever find it. You're not gonna find a $30 price break. This is, you know, the world launch at HSN. And I realize, you know, some of us are not, maybe you're not ready to go to a total body building competition like Tim is, but I do know that all of us need the core strength that a machine like this is designed to give us.
Absolutely. It's one of those things that everybody at every age, especially as we age in our 50s and 60s, but you just mentioned, I went skiing a couple months too, last month as well. I want to be able to go and hang out with my kids and hit the slopes. When the kids say, let's go swimming in the surf, I'm ready for my grandkids in the next 3 to 5 years and be able to do all those things with them. I saw grandparents with their grandbabies up on the slopes, and I get mushy around little kids anyway. And I thought, I want to be in that shape that these grandparents are in, to be able to take on any activity and do anything. It's so much fun to be able to do that, to think about all that.
That is so true. I felt the same way when I was out skiing. I thought, all of these folks that were in their 60s, 70s, 80s, I was like, good for you guys. You know, it takes an effort. It takes somebody to really know that, you know, you've got to stay strong to be able to stay active. So there's lots of things that you're going to love about this. My favorite part, first of all, the price is so great, and it's so small. I mean, at first you think, oh, if it's gonna be a full home gym, it's gotta be a big, who of us has a big place to store something? This is small, but it is mighty, and it does give you the versatility and the full body ability, workout ability. It is also, by the way, limited at HSN. When I say it's first airing, already, with those of you who have jumped in on this, I get it, and I want many of you to understand there's less than 700 to go around for the whole country. So when Teeters deal with HSN, we get what we can. This has actually been out of stock for a long time. We all know that the supply chain has been an issue for everybody, and no exception for the Teeters. But this is only here at this price, and only today, to my knowledge, and it's the only show I know, free shipping. But I'd love to take a listen to more testimonials and show you again. It's not about being perfect, it's about being strong, and it's about being healthy. You will feel better when you get that blood flow move in again, and even just the little movements. It's hard to imagine that this looks like just a bunch of pictures, but guess what? Those are all the movements that you can make on this machine, over 100 different exercises. I like the one I just saw, Tim, when you've got your arms up and overhead and you're lifting towards the sky to really target the tricep area. I think Tim's doing a switcheroo on from top to.
I was actually. I got on the screen. I said, I need to switch out those handles. So you were talking about this one, or you're talking about this one?
The other one.
This one, so there's the one for the side of the shoulders, which I love so much because that's such a versatile movement for life. So many things that we do, they don't go quite this far overhead, but that part of the shoulders is so crucial to even things like gardening, skiing. When we're pushing away, it's the front of the shoulders and the back of the triceps down the hill. So that's a movement I do for cardio in one of the workouts. Actually, it's the end of one of my Find Your Fit series to really give a body blast, keeping your core tight, and really coming up in the shoulders and back on the triceps, up on the shoulders and back. I'm squeezing my biceps on the up and really working that upper body. But trust me, you'll get your cardio workout in that one too. It is a full body blast.
It's
You're
surprising.
getting a squat. It's a ski move. There's a machine for that called a ski erg that a lot of the CrossFit gyms use. I love to do that one myself and just really incorporate that. This is a perfect machine for that.
Yeah, that's a real life movement that I've been talking about today. That's why I think this is such a cool machine, is that it does strengthen you in ways that your body will use and it needs the strength to be able to do. By the way, one of my favorite things, and Tim, you're a big part of this, and that's the whole one-on-one personal, a trainer experience. I'd love to show that again and remind everybody, Tim, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it is absolutely free forever, right?
Forever. You go on to your app store, wherever you get apps, whether you're iPhone or Android, download the Teeter Move app and explore all the workouts, the beginner, intermediate, HIIT, cardio, kickboxing, the Find Your Fit series, that's the 5 and 7 days. You'll find a range between 10-minute workouts, 30-minute workouts, and it is free. On some of the machines, it might be a 30-day trial, and then there's a subscription. We have no subscription. Some of those machines that cost an extra $100 a year just for the subscription for the workouts. So this is something we're so pleased and honored to give to our Teeter family, so they can, as soon as they get something home, they can use it right away.
It is like having a personal trainer in your home, and it's somebody that's there telling you what move to make to get there. And I love that we're just kind of glossing over the Teeter Move app, but I think it's so brilliantly done. You can see that if there's a certain targeted part of your body that you want to work on, you can click on that and it'll take you to a series of workouts to accomplish that. If you're looking for movement and, you know, flow, there's that. If you're looking for something, for specific reasons, they're all laid out beautifully on the app. All you need is to get the product, because the app comes along with your purchase absolutely free of charge. And that's not for a month, it's not for 2 months, it's forever. So that's really, I mean, think about that. You've got access, that's so valuable. To think of not even having to get dressed to go to a gym to hire a trainer that you're spending, you know, whatever amount an hour, whether it's $50 or $100 an hour, you own this, and you've got a trainer, many trainers available to you every day, any hour of the day. That's a 24/7 bonus or freebie to get you to another place. It's a mind, body, soul connection. And Tim, you said it, I know you feel it, you look forward to your workouts now. Most of us don't, you know, you have to get started in some way, but all of a sudden you're gonna be like, I feel so much better and I want to do it again. And I can't wait for tomorrow to come.
You know, and there's no better, this is another one of the mantras I have, there is no better motivation than results. You get in there and start working out and start to see results, you'll want to do it more. You start to feel better. Some things you won't see, like stronger bones or stronger lungs or stronger heart, but you'll feel that when you walk or go somewhere, or you're missing a flight and you pick up the pace a little bit and you go, wow, those workouts are really, that's helping me quite a bit. The rest of it, though, will be in that toned, tightened physique. That body that you've wanted for years could be a workout or 2 or 3 or 5 away, just watching the trainers, hitting play, and watching the results come with the work. It will get more exciting. It will get easier. It always does. And when it gets easier, don't forget to challenge yourself. Turn that resistance back up. Get back at it the next day. Say you conquered the beginner series, work the intermediate series. That's where you'll find me on a lot of those workouts. Go to the advanced series with Matt, or the high intensity series, which it sounds high and intense. What it is, though, is just faster pace between exercises. So you're getting more results in a shorter period of time. And of course, if it's hard, you can always dial that resistance back down, but keep yourself moving and you'll get a cardio and a strength training workout in the same exercise routine.
I get more excited and more impressed all the time, knowing that you've got every single muscle group accounted for here with this design. And that's the big thing, no weights, no bands. It's very comfortable and joint friendly. It gives you like not just healthier, stronger muscles, but healthier joints as you go through these movements. And start slow. If you want to start with one and you know, increase by either half-pound increments or full-pound increments, it's all done right here. And I love that we just saw how easy you can attach or take your ankle straps and reattach them to your upper body straps, and then just go at it again. I'm going to keep my chair here because I just like feeling like it gives me more focus on what I'm gonna do on my upper. So if you wanted to add a chair, you can. If you wanna stand and do the same movements, you can. But what you are going to love is the fluid movements of each one of these exercises that are incorporated into this design. Let's take another listen to a testimonial, because you know, people who have experienced it are even better at telling you what they love about it. So here's Nicole.
What I love about the FitForm is that the cables are really easy to use. I get the resistance that I need to have full mobility for my arms, my legs. I can adjust the strength of the resistance with this little knob, and I can just do it at whatever level I'm at. I can just gradually go up, and I don't have to buy extra weights, and I don't have to store them somewhere. It's all compact in this little machine. I have an app here that will always be with me, so I feel like my own personal instructor, and I will do the exercise correctly. Plus, I'm motivated because I sometimes don't know what to do. And it shows me, and it's like, oh, do this today. Today we're gonna do this. And I'm like, oh, how cool is this? So it's fun, easy, flexible, and overall, it's just an awesome piece of equipment.
I think that is so cool. I remember, I'm gonna go back to my days working with Iric, the trainer. I would show up with the same thing in mind. I'm like, okay, trainer, tell me what to do today, because you know what my goals are. We wrote them down, you know, 6 months ago or wherever it was. And he had a list of exercises that he knew are gonna help me get to where I wanted to go. He did really focus in on a lot of the shoulder workouts that you talked about, Tim, because it really does require so much of our body when we do everyday tasks. But it was such a treat to know that I just had to show up and he told me what to do, and then I did it until he said, okay, enough. And I've never felt better in my life. Granted, this is a while ago, but I just love the idea you don't have to pay for a trainer through this process. And it's not like you're working with the same trainer every single day either, Tim. There's many trainers with many different exercises to do, right?
Okay, there are so many trainers to choose from and different personalities and training styles. And I'm still laughing from the open. My mic wasn't up yet, so you couldn't hear me cackling when you said, I love a trainer, but I don't like to be told what to do. I've known you a long time. And there's a lot of people that don't like to be told what to do, but they also don't like to know what not to do.
Right.
So it's so much easier. This takes all the intimidation and the lost factor out of it when you get here, and there's a trainer that will walk you through the form, that will count along with you, because I lose count all the time. There's so many great reasons to have a trainer, and just to feel like someone's with you doing it as well is another thing. You've got a training partner. You've got a workout partner to do that. We touched on this earlier. The side effect of exercise like this and strength training and resistance training is a toned, tightened physique. But you got the other things that we forget as we age that are so very important. The studies that have shown that people who do strength training 2 to 3 times a week, 20 to 30 minutes a day, they tend to live longer, healthier lives, less tendency for heart disease and stroke and type 2 diabetes and depression and metabolic syndrome. Their metabolism, I always hear there's a famous star that I've worked with over the years that I hear metabolism. Your metabolism will be better. And that's one thing we fight with as we age. Our metabolism dips because our muscle mass starts to wash away and decrease. So this is a way to keep your muscle up, to keep your metabolism nice and high, and keep those calories burning, to keep that metabolic fire going, and just feel better, get a lot more life out of those years and a lot more things that you can do and activities you can fit in.
Look at Donna go. I love it, that upper body. I mean, that boxing workout. Oh yeah, I mean, you're getting stronger, you're getting cardio, and absolutely without every movement, you're gonna get both. It's the double whammy. You know, there's nothing, to me, the worst is to think, okay, I'm gonna go to a gym, I'm gonna spend 20 minutes stretching, then I'm gonna go, you know, get on my cardio machine, and then I better get my weights in because I've got it, you know, I like something that can give me all of those benefits in one machine, and one movement as well. And this is not something that, you know, it doesn't forget from head to toe. It's got your whole body covered from top to bottom. And yeah, maybe you will, who knows, maybe you are gonna get those muscles tone, that muscle tone back. Because the truth is, Tim, muscle has memory. Even if you feel like there's a layer or two of fat over top of those muscles that you once knew were there, they're ready to come back, aren't they?
There's a layer of fat over a lot of my memories, but these are good memories. When you start to pull that fat off with resistance training, that muscle starts to show again, that memory is going to come back fast. Your muscles want to be worked. They want to get exercising. They want to do things like you said. When we're doing our boxing workouts, you'll see these trainers in our kickboxing, they're turning, that's toning and tightening those obliques and our abs and our core. This is tightening this side of the core as well and getting all that balance going. We work on the stability. The platform actually pulls out as well. So if you're taller, if you want a bigger system of balance in the middle, you'll get all that. The workouts have upper body, uppercuts in those as well. And you'll feel all that in your core. All these things that just keep us moving in all the right directions are things that are in these workouts on our Teeter Move app.
The Teeter Move app, to me, I mean, that is invaluable. That is something you don't pay one dime. If you're just tuning in, this is so important. There's not a dime that you're gonna pay to spend a moment with a personal trainer. And it's not like, oh, there's a lot of different exercises, different movements, different types of workouts, depending on where you're at. And everybody in the house is gonna be different, right? So everybody's gonna benefit if this is gonna be a mutual purchase and why not? Having your home gym, even though it's not so big that you feel like you're gonna have to designate a certain room or part of a room to it, because it is compact, surprisingly so, but so ingeniously designed, like everything Roger Teeter did in his lifetime to help people all over the world feel better. I mean, in fact, this morning I was on my Teeter inversion table, just like, elongating, looking forward to being here with this new piece today to offer everybody the chance to feel better. It's a chance to feel better, feel stronger, and before you know it, you're gonna turn a corner that's gonna go, I'm so glad I took that first step. And the first step, quite frankly, is just getting the equipment and giving it a try. You've got a month to do it. If you want to do this on a regular card, your choice of cards, it's under $80. There's no charge to ship because that's free, it's on us. If you have an HSN card, use VIP financing. $33. That's it, $33.33 every month, starting this month and next month. Pay it off in full by a year, and you are paying zero interest, first of all. Second of all, getting the lowest price that anywhere else you're gonna find. This is gonna be $430 and up. So this is your day, this is the place. The item is 746247. And there's more information on hsn.com if you'd like to take a look there. But let's listen to another testimonial because it is about that real life experience that's made a difference because of the machine.
I love the versatility of the FitForm. It works my arms, it can work my core, it works my legs.
It allows you such an extreme range of exercises in a really safe package, coached online anytime you want, and it takes up almost no space.
I like that I can flow from one movement to the next movement. I don't have to set the cables down, rework this or rework that. If I need to dial up the intensity, I have that just right there.
I've used other home exercise equipments, and most of them are big and bulky. Half the workout is fighting the cables. The FitForm does the same amount of exercises, a smoother transition, and it can fold up and fit into a closet.
I don't need weight plates, I don't need dumbbells. I can achieve a great amount of fitness with just this simple piece of equipment.
Oh, I love that gal. She's just like kicking up those legs and tightening and toning the bum. And that's just the beginning of all the things. Again, I added the chair at the last minute thinking, oh my gosh, my mom in her wheelchair would have really benefited from some upper body strength. She had some real issues in her hands after her stroke and all kinds of things, but just movement was so important then, and it always will be. Leading sedentary lifestyle has become kind of the norm over the last 2 years, and I get it. But at some point, you're gonna have to just do a change up for anything to change physically or, you know, emotionally too. Because Tim, I'm sure you know, you've been in this world for so long, but there is a mind-body connection here.
It's one of the reasons that strength training and exercise in general heightens our mood, wards off depression, sharpens our thinking a lot longer over the years. It's one of the reasons, it's the feel-good endorphins, but there's so much more to it. Feeling good helps you think good. Thinking good helps you feel good. It's one of those circular things that I try to tell people, and when they get going, they say, wow, I had no idea you were right about this. I fought you for so many years. People would just come to me and write me a diet. I said, no, that's not gonna be enough. We've got to incorporate everything in there so you feel good. And once your mind gets going, you don't wanna stop. It's one of those things that becomes a part of your daily life. It said, this is what I do from 8 to 8:45 or 8 to 8:30. For me, it's from 8:30 to 9:30. Give me my hour. And after that, anything can happen. One of the things I love about this, Teeter, I'm so blessed to be a part of this family, to have been asked it started with the inversion table, and then they brought me on for the FitForm, the Power 10, which is an amazing machine. It's so exciting. But when they brought this out, I said, they've done this right. Because I've been around cable machines for a long time. I've been around the ones that slid on the slant board where you had to learn a new language, and I fell off it a couple times on HSN live on air. There's no footage of that, don't ask. But when it starts at the top with the media rack, then you see there's actually notches to hang the cables for easy access in the media rack. And by media rack, you put your reader, your iPad, whatever it is right here to watch your training video. This stability bar is so crucial for so many people, and for me, even in a few of the different leg movements, from here to the other way turned around, working the front of the leg. This stability bar actually folds down to make it even more compact. And one of the biggest things you keep mentioning and pointing out is the adjustment knob. It is an easy turn of the dial to go from 1 to 65 pounds in 1 pound increments. So you don't have to jump from 5s to 10s or from 10s to 20s or clip a red band on or a blue band to get the kind of resistance that you want. It is easy, easy, easy to use, super safe because you're not dropping weights, no bands are snapping off. The fact that it's so compact makes it so easy if you want to move your workout like I did last year during the spring and summer to the outside. The birds were chirping, the wind was a light breeze, and it was a beautiful place to be for my half an hour to 45 minutes. Just to go out there and do my thing, turn my music on, and just get out in the open and work out. There's so many benefits to it, to just exercising and feeling good. And of all the quotes I also love, it's one from a very famous pirate movie where the pirate captain says, if you were waiting for the perfect time, that was it. There is no not perfect time to start your fitness journey or to pick your fitness journey back up, whether it's been 20 years or 40 years. Get back on that fitness horse and start feeling good again. And not only will you feel good and inspire yourself, trust me, from my own personal world at 53, I had 2 kids in their 20s come up to me today and say, boy, I hope I'm in good shape when I'm your age. And I looked at them and I said, well, you got 30 years to practice. You don't know who you're inspiring by taking care of yourself and who you're leading on that journey with you by making that first move. So dive into the water and get lifting.
That's what it takes. It just takes a step. One step towards a different place, and this is the first step. What's that saying? Now that you're talking about movie quotes, there was a book that I loved, a movie at one time. It was like, a waterfall starts with 1 drop of water, right? And it just takes that one step or one decision. I know that's where I found myself at the end of last year. And Tim, I haven't seen you in a while. But you know, I just realized I'd gotten pretty lazy. I hadn't been doing what I typically did, exercise or you know, physically related, because of what was going on in the world. And I certainly, meaning wasn't going to the gym. And I just realized, wow, if I don't do something different, I'm not gonna change. It's gonna be this, and it's gonna continue going in the wrong direction. So I just, you know, January 1st, I started my journey towards fitness again, to your point, because it can happen quickly. Muscle does have memory. So even if right now you don't look or feel the same way you did, a couple of years ago or more, it's definitely possible. The equipment isn't part of that equation. The trainers are another part of that equation, and you get full access to the Teeter Move app for free forever with not only different exercises, there are programs designed around your goals. You can input your information and it'll pop up different programs for you. So it is somebody telling you what to do in the best of ways, because you don't know, until you start this journey. This is part of what that whole experience is all about, and a lot of that is more on hsn.com, but it comes with this purchase. It is included. It's not an extra. It doesn't ever cost money, not even 6 months down the road or a year from now. So take advantage while you can. And before our time is up, I want to listen to one more testimonial, because they matter. They really have had great experiences because of this piece of equipment, the FitForm. So take a listen.
The FitForm is great for me because I can do so many different exercises.
I can do this anytime I want to.
I love the micro adjustment feature to the FitForm. I don't have to pause to change weight plates. I can just turn this knob.
There's no clunky adjustments. There's no risk of dropping it.
It is simple, it's approachable, it's doable.
So many machines that I would specifically have to go to the gym for, I now have in my own home with one machine.
In one machine at home. You can wear whatever you want to wear. It doesn't matter how you're going to look, but what you are going to know is that you're going to feel better when you're done with this. So Tim is joining us. I've taken my platform away because I've been sitting on the chair today, just to give you the idea that it's much more flexible that way than it might look from afar. So Tim, I know with 2 minutes or so on the clock, what would you say should be the first thing people do when they get it home, aside from the fact it's 90% assembled and it'll take like 5-10 minutes to put on the top pieces? Where would you suggest somebody start?
I suggest somebody starts by logging onto the app and looking at the different series and finding something that resonates with them, whether it's the Find Your Fit series or just one of the beginner workouts, and say, hey, I just want to see how they go about walking me through the exercises, how they talk the language, how they describe the form for the exercises, and then jump right in there. Spend 10 or 20 minutes. I do say, start with about a 10 to 15 minute workout and just start moving. Just get in there, depending on your fitness level. If you're advanced, get in there and go to town. But if you're just getting back into it, if you're just looking to feel good again, get in there and just start moving. Just start getting with one of the trainers and just start doing the different movements. Upright rows, the overhead press, there's a full shoulder series in there. Or just go through the exercise library